It took some detective work, but the gang and I managed to track down where Rajan had gone into hiding. Somehow, he'd managed to transform a long-forgotten temple into the thriving center of his spice operation, and it's there where we'll find him.
He didn't.
The jungle,
like
too thick to drive through, forced us to walk the long distance
that
to
we
our target.
sort of outed him at that big party.
We ran into a few problems along the way, but pushed on.
How did we get Murray out of that?
For the temple was more than just Rajan's hideout. It was also home to the Clockwork Heart. A pump so strong and tireless, it could increase spice production tenfold. Good for Rajan, but awful for the rest of the world. Hope he's not counting on that heart too much, because tonight, it comes home with me.
Oh, so that's what Miami is. I've never actually looked it up, you know. It looks an awful lot like the Gold Coast. Sly Cooper and the gang in The Predator Awakens. Sorry about that. It just struck me that during that bit there. Wait, I've always thought the clockwork wings are the symbol of Miami, but what did I actually ever think Miami was? It definitely wasn't that. So then, like usual, we have gadgets. We have the snooze bomb, which gives Bentley a new type of explosive, one that'll put enemies to sleep. We have the Juggernaut throw, which causes objects to explode when Murray throws them. And we have the Stealth Slide, which is basically the roll but retextured. I think the Juggernaut throw. And as usual... Okay, this is one thing I don't like. So the starting area is this weird cavern. It's shaped a bit like a mouth of one of Ms. Ruby's giant crocodile monsters, but the important thing is, because that's there, if you open up the Binocucom, the mission objectives will treat it as, oh, we need to put this up higher, and so it becomes indecipherably high. Okay, let's have another look. Our first mission is Spice Room Recon. Eventually you just pick up a... You eventually just pick up an instinct for where those rotten snakes are going to pop up. I see Bottle there. Keep going, Elephant. We'll get there eventually. Eventually. I sort of feel like I should maybe have an episode or two dedicated to recovering treasure that I haven't picked up out of previous areas, because we are actually running out of money for the retrievable items. I suddenly feel like this isn't the way you're supposed to get that bottle, actually. And I don't like this area. The Indian Palace, it wasn't that bad, but this area just feels a bit... There's something about it that just feels like a letdown. Yep, that's not working. Now there's an elephant in the way. Now I've got 2 skills that I can probably put to use. The thing is, the small guards carry those little laser drones, or at least the ones that can't really jump. And that makes them surprisingly good at killing other enemies because there's no real defense against fire immunity until practically the end of the game. Against fire skills until practically the end of the game.
Sneak into the temple and take some recon photos so I can assess the situation. Just be careful. If you get hurt, the nearest hospital is 106 miles from here. According to
Those
my
extra
map
6
of the
miles are
area,
very important.
There should be a hidden passage into the temple behind that waterfall.
Nice work, Bentley. I'll take a hidden passage over the front door any day.
Ooh, no, don't jump in the water. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna have to do at least some jumping over the water. I mean, if you do put the Insanity Strike on one of the torch-wielding monkeys, that would also be a pretty effective insta-kill, wouldn't it? There's a lot of bottles to get through, I think.
Bingo, you found the spice-growing facility. Now, from what I know of photosynthesis, all the expensive equipment should be found at the top of this room. That access tube should get you up there.
All right, I'll head for the top.
Yeah, I think this is an area that you can't come back to if you don't have active jobs for it. So it's a good thing that there's no vaults in here. It would feel quite awful if it were monkeys further along that had shinies in their pocket. It would indeed feel quite bad. Uh-oh. Ow! He can't get to me down here. Although I'm not entirely sure why I come down here. It might have been a mistake. Nope, can't make that jump. I'll very well get my first game over here simply because I was too careless. Where's... bucket to jump in? And unfortunately the bucket opens there, so we can't go over to that area yet.
Some of the vines around here are really slippery. Jump and hit the circle button to go for a ride.
I mean the rail slide. We don't keep that many of the names of these moves, even if they keep their function.
Here we go. Time for a few recon photos.
We already know that we have Rajan up there.
Looks like half of the heart is being used to super irrigate the spice plants.
Slight problem.
Check it out. Rajan's carrying half the clockwork heart on that stick.
So, we aren't getting half the heart without a fight.
That crane is keeping half of the heart suspended. There's the entrance to this level, only I can't figure out how to get in here from the temple's exterior.
Last episode we didn't really get a punch up with Rajan. We're certainly not going to get that luxury this time.
The clockwork heart is under some steep security. Heck, Rajan is carrying half of it at all times. To get at the goods, I'll need to gather some more information. Sly will plant a bug in Rajan's office, while I lift the spice operation blueprints off the Spice Lord while he makes his rounds. Unfortunately, while we're collecting intelligence on him, he'll be collecting data on us with an elephant-driven satellite array. Take it out, or he'll be able to intercept all of our communications.
Yeah, there's never a real proper need to which order you tackle these in. But I'd say that if we take this seriously, we'd want to destroy the satellite dish first. Where was that job icon anyway?
Rajan is able to monitor all
He's
of our
gonna attack us
communications out here
near the
with that
moment the
elephant-driven
conversation
satellite
finishes.
array.
That's pretty grim. You got a plan for shutting it down?
Don't I always? Now, the local spice plants are illegal for good reason. Eat too many, and you'll go into a fit of uncontrolled rage.
Keep that stuff away from Murray. Oh, wait, I get it. I put some spice plants in the elephant's feed bag. He chows down, gets all crazy, and then presto! The satellite's in pieces.
A crude interpretation of the plan, but accurate. The trick here is harvesting the spice plants. You'll have to do some serious climbing, as they only grow high up in the jungle canopy.
Hey, thank you for letting me finish out my conversation with my turtle friend. Right, I get the feeling that in this world I'm going to be saying, oh great, this level, or this job a lot. This job is infamous because it's easy to find them just by pointing your binoculocom at the sky. It points them all out for you. Kind of. Almost. The problem is that it's not so easy to get up there. There's a lot of interconnected vines that you have to go by, and it just gets really obnoxious after a while, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that this tower here, at least, is a waypoint. Like, okay, I don't say waypoint. What I mean is, this is the key to getting to the majority of the spice plants that you need. And if it's not, then if it doesn't lead to a spice plant, it probably leads to a clue bottle like this one. We aren't supposed to climb back up these, but you know what? Boss at the game. And of course it doesn't have the invisible floor of you'll fall to your death at this part, so we trigger anti-gravity damage. Nope, it's all a level, so if you fall off, or you take the bad route, then you've got to go all the way back again. Also, I think I heard my lunch just finished cooking. I'll have to get that after the recording. Yes. Darn. Well, way back up. And there's treasure here that we can't get because we're on a job. Well, thank you for the ring anyway. Uh-oh. Every now and then I just have this sort of, could I make this if I tried moment. And often I can't, but I want to try anyway. I don't think the rhinos can hit you from that far away, but I'd be very unhappy if they did. Impressed, but unhappy. Wait, they posted a new guard? That quickly? What is this? Hello, neighbor? Actually, let me look at something. Yeah, I don't like any of these missions. I think that's why I dislike this area. It's not so much the level design, it's simply that all the missions just aren't that fun. And we only got 2 out of the necessary 6 spice plants. Fantastic. If you are somehow playing this game along with me, I would recommend practicing jumping across this lake a few times, because eventually you're going to have to do it under pressure. I'm sure you won't mind. We drown together. I think there's a spice plant here. Bingo. And that one will have a spring mushroom up over there for me. Spring mushroom is a bit of an odd term, isn't it? Ooh, or will it? Is it actually that I have to... Yep, I have to find a way from over there to over here. I think this elephant is stuck. Never actually seen this before, but I don't think I usually hang about like this, so just for sake, let's see where this actually comes from. Especially since there's a clue bottle here, it's absolutely important to visit. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, so you have to climb up this tree outside the base, I guess. There's no spice plant over there, but we'll be back to that leaning temple later. Oh, trust me, we'll be back many times. I get too trigger happy with the circle button. And exploring is always good in this game, whether it's leading to the objectives or not. Wait, bottle. Bottle. I guess that's supposed to be a driveway for trucks and stuff? Tricky monkeys. I think I messed up that jump, unfortunately. So it is actually possible to simply juggle an enemy infinitely and deplete their health via the fact that you keep hitting them over and over again. It's not something I'd recommend doing, unless you really want to show off, I guess. Because if you miss the timing any, even just a little, then the guard's gonna turn around and attack you. And if it's a flashlight guard, then you're definitely taking damage. So which was the one that I missed here? It's connected to the tower. How did I not get that? Flashlight guards are disturbingly good shots, let's be fair. Like, the shots travel so fast, you've got no time to get out of the way, and while at long range there's a chance that they're gonna miss, in close range it's a guaranteed hit.
Sayonara, satellite array.
We just drugged an elephant. But yeah, time's running out. I'm pretty sure an extra drop isn't gonna... So, Waterbug Run. That's where you get the vault for this episode. We're not even halfway. We're almost halfway, but we aren't. Let's just go for an extra 4 minutes looking for clue bottles, because why not? Also, there are those valuables around the place. That'd be nice to have. Okay, why do they put these clue bottles in such odd places to reach? I understand we need a collectible for game purposes, but how do they realistically plan on getting these back whenever they forget their passwords? None of the guards can swim. I guess in a way you could consider these 3 tiers of guards to be reflected in the party. The flashlight guards are Murray, the ones that fight back hard are the sly type, the nimble type, and then you've got the ones that can't really protect themselves properly from people, but they have the megaphones to call in backup. They could be considered a Bentley type. Some of these clue bottles are genuinely baffling me. I don't quite remember how to get them other than trial and error. We might just be able to make this jump. You think I should swing my cane to ensure that I hit it, but that's what always causes physics to take a break. Either way, we are hitting the 30-minute mark. At least on my end. I think this is going to be a bit shorter on yours. Either way, until next time guys, take care. Hopefully you're having a better day than this guy is. Or this one.